I think, Nandini, as we are obviously advising people that don't panic and don't take stress, but I'll say it's easier said than done.
Mhm.
Everybody is in panic condition and everybody is stressful right now because I think earlier it was $1,500 to $5,000 somewhere, and now it has been jumped to $100,000. So
Mhm.
we can easily see the difference between the two numbers, and that's huge because
Mhm.
Amazon, Microsoft, Wipro, I mean, these are the company where we have been seeing a huge population of H-1B visa holders.
Mhm.
So we all are in a confusion that how they are going to manage because they have been continuously hiring the H-1B visa holders. So are they also going to, what is the thing? Because we are confused. Are they also going to open the doors for the H-1B visa holders after this change? Or are they going to, close the door? What's your call on that?
Okay, I have a two-part answer to that. One, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I want to put that out there, but I believe that were aware of the rule because they were there at the White House 2 weeks ago. I am feel confident to say that I think they would have been briefed on this, probably on at least on a high level, maybe not the mechanics of it. And if you see in the proclamation, there are exemptions available. And I feel that these high tech companies, because it clearly says STEM, industries, are going to get that exemption. So part one of my answer is that I think they are not jumping crazy yet because they're probably been assured that they will qualify for that exemption. That's part one of my answer. Part
Mhm.
two of my answer is these companies have what's called GCCs or offshore facilities in India, right? So they're able, or in China or Vietnam, wherever, right? So they're going to be able to adjust more easily to move that work over there. So again, maybe they are not as freaking out as the small and mid-sized companies or the consulting companies, that I deal with as a lot with clients because they have these plans already in place, you know. So again, this is I just somewhere in my gut it feels like they knew that and they know that they're going to get those exemptions, so they're not that super worried about it hitting their budget. And if it did hit them, honestly, I really don't think even them would pay the $100,000 for an employee. I think that has to be an exceptional individual of some kind, for them to pay that type of money. So it would then just lead to offshoring.
All right, all right. And I think I completely agree because that's a huge amount and they hire thousands of employees. So it is not practically possible. But I think, yeah, you have mentioned a lot of points in this, till the end of, I mean, till now. So let me go ahead with my next question to you, Nandini, and that I have. All right. So most of the time we have been hearing President Donald Trump saying that America first, right? Make
Mhm.
America great again. So this is a very famous, I'll say, statement of our
Mhm.
president that who has been claiming about it. So what do you think? That is this mainly about protecting the American workers from foreign competition, or what is the real side of the story?
Okay. And I have multiple answers and theories about this myself. But one, yeah, of course, right? That's the narrative. That's been the narrative for a long time. The American public has this thing in their head that they think foreigners are taking away their jobs, right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, the economy is not doing well. And so it all goes in hand. Every time the economy starts to not do well, this rhetoric starts to bubble up even more. So I see that happening. And I can understand the optics on this with the administration. Hey, we got to do something. We got to be able to provide more job select opportunities for our own workers. And that's fair in some sense because every country tries to do that for their own citizens and stuff. The second part is this ridiculous fee. Okay. This isn't like a $10,000 fee or, $50,000 fee. I mean, this $100,000 fee is so, where this money is going? It's going into the treasury. It's not going to USCIS. It's not going into Department of State. It's not going to the Department of Labor. It is going to be a check you write to the treasury. Okay. Now, if I look a little behind the curtain on this, I think we are, behind in some cash. We are, because the tariffs have not exactly been super successful, no matter what the rhetoric is coming out. The economy is not doing well. So we need a cash inflection from where, right? So I think there's also the second part of this is we need to find money from somewhere, right? So let's say, hey, 2 for 1 here. We put up these hurdles, and if anybody wants to do it, we're going to get this money, we're going to put it into a treasury, and that's going to show that, hey, we have all of this cash available. Again, these are solely my beliefs and my interpretations of what's going on. No, doesn't mean that that's absolute, but those are some of the things when I really look at it very carefully, read everything I'm reading, that why this much amount?
Right.
You have 5 people that Amazon sponsors, that's $500,000. 10 people, it's $1 million for 10 people. Imagine all of the big companies putting up that type of money. How much is going into the United States Treasury? That's a lot of money. So, you know, those are some of my thoughts on there. So,
All right. And I really appreciate for putting those thoughts very confidently and very honestly. So thank you so much, Nandini.